Hello, I'm Averil Leimon and I want to talk to you just a little bit about coaching women to lead. If you haven't already seen Helen's video, it would be worth having a look at that because she deals with a lot of the issues that women face. If you have seen that, then this follows on from it and is really telling you some of the things that we can do. We've done quite a lot of research over the last period of time looking at what women really need in order to be successful leaders. We carried out a lot of interviews with some very fascinating women. It was quite interesting because every woman we spoke to who was very senior talked about those scary women, and they didn't seem to realise that they themselves were scary. But what women said was that many of them felt they didn't have role models. They were alone in the organisation. So we would say, if you're a senior woman, you need a coach. There's no contest. You're often alone, your issues are different, you really need to have a coach. But the thing is that companies hemorrhage women long before they ever get to be senior. The cost is enormous in terms of talent management. We really need to look at how we can keep women in organisations, not against their will, but happily building careers where they can be successful and they can bring a huge amount to organisations. So we've devised a concept really that builds on young women facing the challenges that they're going to face at a particular time in their life. It's not an exact age, but it's perhaps when they're contemplating what they'll do about family, children, their careers. And this is probably a critical time for us to intervene. The programme that we've devised works as a group programme so that women also build up a network of support, because that's often very lacking in organisations. Out of all our interviews, all our research, what we came up with time and time again was an issue of confidence. Those scary women that I referred to always talked about their confidence, that their outside carapace was one of being really quite daunting, but inside they had a great deal of self-doubt. So as a fundamental, our programme really starts with confidence. It then moves on to really understanding the organisation, the culture and the politics and how to work that. Women can often be a bit disparaging. They don't want to play those games, those boys' games. And that's not really appropriate. If there are games going on, women need to find out how to play them just as well. But in a way that's authentic to them and constructive. So we look at this process, which is often called negotiating the labyrinth. It used to be that we talked about glass ceilings. We don't think there is a glass ceiling, but there's certainly a labyrinth to get through. And our programme really looks at finding the way through. There are all sorts of other components to it, like networking, like finding role models. And this is the product that is really useful for engaging young women and maintaining them in an organisation. You need to speak to us about it. We can tailor it to your exact needs, but we know what the fundamentals are that have to be in place. Get in touch with us because we'd like to talk to you about it.